Hey, what's up? What's up, everyone? Genghis W21 here, and we're going to be doing something a little bit different today than my normal Let's Plays that I've been releasing. Today, I actually have something that involves redstone and actually bouncing items, as you can see here. I saw a video by Doc M. Actually had it on his channel where him and JL and a couple other guys were playing around on a server, and they found a little glitch, I guess you could say, where if you stand here and throw some items and they don't land on top of the fence, the items will actually bounce, which I thought was pretty cool. And I tried to replicate it, and that's what I kind of have here. Basically, what happens is, I can't get it to work right now, but yeah, the items will bounce around. And basically they'll either bounce up and down, or if you hit them against the wall the right way, they'll actually bounce back and forth. Let me see if I can get it to do that for you. But anyway, I'm gonna obviously have a link in the description to that video so that you guys can see it for yourself. But actually, it doesn't really matter that it's not going back and forth, because that's not what I'm interested in. What I'm interested in is the fact that it does bounce up and down. And I thought, hey, when I first watched it, I thought, oh, well, it's kind of weird little glitch, doesn't really mean anything. But then I got to thinking about it, and I thought, what if I put it with some tripwires? And because I know items falling through tripwires actually will trigger the tripwire. So what I did over here was, this is what I did next. I figured, hey, dropping items on a tripwire will trigger the tripwire. So I thought, okay, that's pretty cool. So the next thing I did was, I came up with this apparatus, which looks pretty complicated, but really it's not. And it's still kind of in progress, but what it is basically I push this button, and sometimes the dispensing mechanisms, that needs work yet, but this is just kind of proving a concept here. I need to replace that glass. And basically what happens is, if you get it to dispense it right, which I obviously need to test more, it will bounce up and down on the stairs right there, and every so often it will activate the tripwire. So I thought, hey, that's pretty cool. That actually will create a random redstone pulse generator, basically, because I don't see any method to how this thing bounces up and down. And I thought, hey, you know what, that's pretty cool, because it automatically will shut off in 5 minutes when the whatever item, and I'm using redstone, but you can use whatever item you want. And this right here, if you notice, if you did watch the video, is kind of what they were doing. I was trying to see what I could do about the water stream, but I couldn't really get that to work. And I really wanted to use dispensers, because that's, more redstoney, and if that's a word. And basically, a little application I thought to this is if you have some, let me turn this on here, then you could basically make a little room where, let me turn it off, peaceful, where basically you can have mobs randomly spawn, which I think is pretty cool. Because other than just have a clock which randomly spawns, which will spawn a mob like every so often, this will randomly spawn mobs. See, that one came. Oh wow, I got a potato. I'm never that lucky in my survival worlds when I try to do that. But yeah, you get the point. I mean, there's probably other things you could do with this, but that was one of the things that I thought of right away. And because I know that it doesn't work sometimes, and because hang on, let me turn this off so we don't get the zombie noise. What I thought was, hey, if water can run underneath of a tripwire, and it can, and not break the tripwire, then if the item is not bouncing for some reason, and it never works when I throw it in from down here. And let me throw it in from up top like you have to. I didn't automate this one because it was just testing it out. But okay, that seems to be working. If it is bouncing up and down and on and off activating the tripwire, what I did was I rigged up a little thing where you can wash it away if you are done with it, or say like that, it's down there and it's not working. Wash it away. It will wash the item away, then you simply turn it off, and you can, with that apparatus right there, you could potentially launch another one down. So I thought you guys might want to see it together, and I was curious myself. So there we go, we'll launch one in. That obviously didn't work, but like I said, this needs some work because sometimes it does get caught right there. Let me see if that works. And this is just like a proof of concept that it will actually make a randomly generated thing. Obviously it needs more work, but yeah, let me see if I can get this to work real good for you guys. Maybe if I put ice here, that'll work. And see, I'm testing it out even as I go along, but I just thought it was really cool, and I wanted to share it with you guys because I thought you'd probably think it's pretty cool too. I mean, I don't really know what kind of real uses you would have for it, but yeah, see that one, when it works, it doesn't. It really works, but the dispensing is the only part that I really need to work on, because as you can see over here, this one is working just fine. Once you get it in right, if you guys have any ideas to help me work on the dispensing option to get it, it has to go like right in the center of 2 blocks, which is the hard part. I've only really been able to get it to dispense. The way I'm getting it to work now is I'm basically bouncing it off the walls so that it lands in the middle. But I wanted to share this with you guys to maybe help me out, come up with something that will actually be a reliable method of dispensing it. And maybe this can be used. I mean, it's a pretty cool glitch. And oh, there we go. There it is. That's working. So basically now you have 2 outputs. You have one here where the tripwire hooks, and then one on the other side where the tripwire hooks. So you could use this for lots of things. I mean, maybe some kind of, I don't even know. There's probably loads of stuff you could use it for. I'm not really big on the using like redstone clocks and things, but I mean, I'm probably gonna end up looking into it, see what kind of stuff you could use for this. I mean, I'm sure somebody can use it, but enough talking about possible uses and not getting anywhere. But basically, this is it. And you might say, hey, well, it's not working. It's not supposed to work all the time. It's a random pulse generator. It'll do it every once in a while. If it did it like once every 10 seconds or once every second or something, that would just be a regular clock. And now, obviously, it's not reliable enough to do that. But see, you can get real fast pulses, and then it'll go like 10-15 seconds or more, even without pulsing at all, which I think is kind of neat. There was 3, there's another one. Now it's like, what, 10-15 seconds or so, probably? Even long? Yeah, see, I mean, that's pretty long. And I'll probably end up doing some more testing, and if I find a better way to dispense the items out, I will be sure to let you guys. Oh, and this one right here, just to prove we were not around here, and there's no lava that it could have jumped into or anything, and the items will despawn in around 5 minutes, I think, and that will basically automatically shut the machine off if you don't use the water flow system to shut it off yourself. And obviously both of like the dispenser could be on some kind of a timer, and this could be a button, or you know, you could automate that in some way too. And obviously it's not that compact, but for like a clock, but I don't know of any other way to create random redstone pulses that is like as random as this. So, but there may be something out there, but definitely not anything like this. Especially using tripwires, I haven't seen. Maybe as a bud switch, but not as using the actual wire and bouncing items at least. But if there is, be sure to let me know. But in the comment section. And yeah, guys, let me change it to daytime. Time set. wood spell. There we go. And yeah, and actually it was kind of nice at the night. That way you could see the things going. But yeah, that's what I wanted to show you guys, and I hope you like it. And maybe one of you can use this, somebody out there can use this and improve upon it, because I myself am not a real big redstone wizard, so I don't know better ways to dispense items or move them along. Maybe water flows or ice I've seen that you can use, anything like that. Um, I'm really interested to see what you guys have to think about this, and I know it may seem kind of silly, and I kind of thought that too when I first saw it. Like, what could you really use that for? But then I was thinking about it more, and it could definitely have some applications. So hopefully one of you guys can find one of them, and if you do, be sure to let me know in a comment or even send me a video of something that you made out of this. That'd be great. And I'll probably work some more on this, and if I find out anything else, I'll probably put up another video. I may put up another video, I'll have to see. And yeah, see you later, guys.